senor. Ah! You didn't wash your hands. Shoot me! Shoot me! Shoot!
But if we win,
let everyone go.
Hey yo, let me tell you about this wild action movie with crazy ass former Marine. It's got everything. Corrupt cops, yakuza crime bosses, human trafficking, and one angry dude with nothing left to lose. So check it. This dude Chapman is a war vet with serious mental issues. Fool starts the movie playing Russian roulette by himself, counting dead soldiers and loading bullets. Gets 3 shot glasses, 1 empty, 1 bullet, 2 bullets. Math lands on 2 bullets and this psycho drinks the whiskey, then loads his gun. 1 in 3 chance of dying. And he pulls the trigger, just clicks. Either he lucky or God ain't done with his ass yet. Later, homeboy goes to the liquor store, cause man's got priorities, you feel me? 2 armed robbers run up, and any normal person be hitting the floor. But Chapman, nah, this man walks right into their guns, talk about don't aim for the stomach, go for chest or head.
How about a hole in the chest? I know, you're right. First thing I do, severed brainstem, you shit your pants.
You're fucking crazy.
No, crazy, man, patient. Shoot me! Shoot me!
Like, damn, bro, you really out here giving these fools a murder masterclass while they pointing guns at you. His military training kicks in, though, and he drops both these wannabe thugs in like 2 seconds. But soon as the action stops, bam, PTSD flashbacks hit him hard as hell. That night, Chapman can't sleep for nothing. Dude beating his fist bloody against walls like that's gonna fix his trauma. Mental health ain't no joke, and this homie clearly needs some serious help instead of whatever this is. Next morning, somebody banging on his door loud as hell. It's his sister Cindy, looking fine as hell, but worried about her crazy brother. He was supposed to pick her up from the airport yesterday, but was too messed up to remember his own family, y'all. And she ain't even surprised. Cindy tells him she's heading back to Brazil, doing charity work in dangerous spots. Chapman hates it, but can't stop family, you know what I'm saying? She checks his medication, and this fool swapped his pills for breath mints. Yo, bruh, that ain't how mental health works. She's shaking her head disappointed. After Cindy leaves for Brazil, everything seems cool for a hot minute. But then Brazilian cops find her on some beach barely breathing, beaten to absolute hell by some sick mofos. When that news hits Chapman, homeboy books the first flight to Rio, talking about somebody about to catch these hands and these feet. Man went from suicidal to homicidal real quick. In Brazil, Detective Santo doing raids in the favelas, but this dude is dirty as hell. He tells his team, no mercy, put everybody in the ground before raids like they playing Call of Duty or something. Making peace with God before unleashing straight hell.
Detective Katarina calls out Santo for being all extra brutal and stuff, but this fool don't take no criticism from nobody. He starts trying to intimidate Shorty when out of nowhere, somebody throws a rock and smacks him in his big head. Now everybody reaching for guns, ready to turn this whole spot into a war zone. Santo peeps they outnumbered heavy, so he tries to be slick. Makes a deal where their best fighter go against his partner Bororo.
Make you a deal. If we win, we live to fight another day. Your best fighter against mine.
but if we win,
Let everyone go. You never come back.
a deal.
E aí, cara, vem aqui.
This Capoeira dude steps up all confident, but gets handled easy as Sunday morning. Bororo out here dodging kicks like he got cheat codes, flipping through the air and knocking homeboy clean out. Santo laughing loud as hell, declaring they gon' come back whenever they feel like it. The locals heated, but ain't nothing they can do about it.
So, we'll come back as often as necessary. Till we get whoever. Don't forget whose side you're on. Run the ice!
Chapman meets Ambassador Ridley at the hospital where Cindy laid up in a coma looking terrible. That sight dragged him straight back to war memories and all that trauma. Santo walks in with his fake smile talking about the favela is very terrible, and right away something feels sketchy about this so-called cop. My man's got that dirty energy, you know what I'm saying? Chapman links up with Katarina, who breaks down the real deal about life in these favelas. The government ain't funding nothing no more. These drug cartels the ones cutting checks for schools and clinics now. That's exactly why locals be protecting criminals. They lose that protection, they lose the little bit of stability they got. It's all messed up, but that's survival. Back at the hospital, Cindy's condition gets worse and Chapman's sitting there feeling helpless. He rushed to get a nurse, but hold up, somebody unplugged Shorty's life support. Some woman disguised as a doctor tried to finish what they started. Chapman about to lose his whole mind, demanding they get 24/7 security on his sister ASAP. My man finds this little street kid named Kuka who is hanging around where they found Cindy beat up. Chapman peeps Cindy's necklace hanging around the kid's neck and his blood starts boiling hot. He grabs Lil Man demanding answers, but Katarina gotta come through and explain everything. Turns out the necklace wasn't even stolen, it was a gift cause Cindy was tight with Kuka's family. Plus Kuka's sister Maria missing too, so they all connected to this mess. Kuka hands over Cindy's notebook, but half the pages done been ripped out. Somebody trying to cover tracks.
What happened to Kuka's sister?
Her body hasn't been found. Child prostitutes mostly. Around here, when prostitutes disappear, there's the ocean or the dump.
What?
Opa, caralho.
Olha un pedazo de merda.
How much?
35.
So, you like little girls, eh?
Fica aí mesmo ideia voltar.
Vai te fuder, porra.
Chapman finds this photographer's contact info and meets dude at a cafe. Soon as photographer walks to his whip, boom, that car explode like it's the 4th of July, killing homeboy instantly and messing up mad bystanders. Chapman having war flashbacks from the explosion, but still spots that same sneaky woman who tried murking Cindy. He takes off chasing her ass, but when they turn the corner, black SUV full of shooters pull up spraying automatic fire like it's Grand Theft Auto. At Ridley's office, they check that stolen flash drive and find photos. One picture shows some dude outside a nightclub that Ridley recognized real quick. At the club, Chapman keep it low-key, following this fool to the bathroom where he pins him against the wall and snatches his documents. Guy breaks faster than cheap jewelry and gives up the address to some fancy villa where rich folks be doing shady business. At this bougie villa, Chapman sees a van pull up with kidnapped girls including Maria. Some guard tries choking him out from behind, but Chapman ain't having it. Breaks free and knocks dude clean out. The whole place crawling with yakuza thugs, just like he thought. Meanwhile, Santo's massacre still going down in the favelas. When one of his own officers tries stopping some yakuza who got kids with them, Santo straight up shoots his own man in cold blood. These yakuza free to bounce with their human cargo like nothing happened. That's some next level corrupt police work right there.
Plans changed.
Everyone she could have talked to is dead.
Good.
Oficial caído. Repito, oficial caído.
すいません、ヒリモト。あのアメリカ人が先ほど乗り込んできて手を焼いております。
それと病院に見舞いに行ったらどうだ
The American is causing trouble at my place of business.
I'll take care of it.
I'm sorry about the manifest. He's a...
I don't care for guns. Different materials, so dirty. Now this. He can cut through anything.
Chapman moves deeper into enemy territory and takes on 5 yakuza dudes at once, using nothing but his fists and some briefcase he grabbed. But before he can finish whooping all they asses, Santo and Bororo show up with guns drawn, demanding that briefcase. When Katarina and her partner roll up, they gotta play along, following Chapman to where the girl's supposedly being held, but the room empty cause they done moved the victims already. Chapman hands over the briefcase, knowing it got evidence linking yakuza to human trafficking.
Silva, take Mr. Chapman to the hotel.
But as he walking away, something click in his head. He never told nobody about Lima's name, but somehow Santo already knew it. That's when it hit him like a brick. Santo working with these scumbags the whole time. Chapman tells Katarina to go check on Cindy while he follows this dirty cop. Hidden in Santo's whip, he watches homeboy drive straight to the port where Santo's meeting with yakuza bosses moving kidnapped kids into warehouses for shipping to Japan. That's all the proof Chapman needs to see. Chapman calls Ridley, but don't wait for no backup because he ain't got time for all that. Using every bit of his military skills, he starts picking off guards one by one, moving through that port like a straight assassin. His brutal game plan working perfect till Santo spots him. The two lock eyes with guns drawn and it's about to be a whole shootout. Chapman pushes a forklift into Santo, pinning his leg, but before he can finish the job, Bororo comes out of nowhere and blindsides him. This big fool launches into some fancy capoeira moves, but Chapman fights way smarter than that. Santo gets free and jumps in the fight, but even with both of them, it's still hard to take Chapman down. Then, the Yakuza boss Hirimoto steps in with his katana sword, slicing Chapman's arm and forcing him to play defense. Now it's 3 grown men against 1, but Chapman's still handling his business like a true soldier. Santo lunges with knife, Chapman counters and drives blade into Bororo's leg, knocks Santo out, then rips his chain and drives it straight through his heart. Only Hirimoto left. Chapman grabs steel pipes, blocking sword slashes, locks blade directing it at boss's throat. Hirimoto's hidden blade stabs Chapman in the gut. Big mistake. Chapman channels last strength, delivering bone-crushing blows till Crime Lord collapses. Dying Santo tosses Chapman key to locker with records of every corrupt official, says he did terrible things but Cindy wasn't one of them. Hirimoto makes final move but Chapman empties rounds into him. Ridley arrives, Chapman frees the kids, Cindy survives needing medical treatment. Government offers deal, work undercover and they pay bills. Chapman accepts, gets new identity using old call sign Falcon. At the end, Chapman went from suicidal vet to undercover hero saving kids. But man, don't mess with Marines. Yo, hit me up in the comments.